Hi, I'm Gigi Alive. It's November 1st, 2020, and it is All Saints Day. I am recounting and thinking seriously about this whole year and those that we've lost this year. I'm thinking about the ones who died uselessly because of black violence against black people. George Floyd, Breonna Taylor. There's so many that I can't even name them all. If we go back in time, go back to when our ancestors were first brought to this country, there were so many that died uselessly. And then when I think about Corona, I think about those that died because they didn't have the testing, or because they didn't have the medical insurance, or they didn't have the care they needed, or because the coronavirus is just so cruel. And then I think about those families that had to go on and live their life continuing to have some kind of hope, trying to get up every morning, trying to just survive. And I think to myself, it would be so nice if we could find here in America and all over the world the support that we needed. And with it being All Saints Day, a time where we should reflect on life and those people who actually died, and hopefully, God willing, are saints in heaven, we should be reflecting on that right now. But instead, we're kind of focusing on this election. And in doing this, we're so divided. There are people on one side who are trying to save this country from racism, from poverty, from immigration laws that are so completely barbaric, and also from this coronavirus, as well as trying to save our economy and our way of life. Then there are people on this other side that believe that things have been going great and they want to continue to make America great. And I don't understand what and how they could possibly believe that America has been great. I want it to be great. I truly desire for it to be great for my children. I desire for it to be great for all people. But how could it possibly be great when all lives do not matter due to not having proper testing for corona, due to not having proper equipment to save lives, due to not having the government support, and due to police violence against so many people who do not deserve it, and due to having a system that is so corrupt, economically challenged, because unless you have the funds to have the things that you would like to have to survive, you won't survive. How in the world can this country be so great when it's so lost and divided? I'm totally baffled when people say that this administration has actually done a good job. I can't understand it. Not able to see. If you're not able to see how divided our country is, and you're not able to understand that we have been so hurt from our past, from the lies, from not able to really know our history, especially as African American people and all people of color, how we've been whitewashed throughout history and given the wrong history, and how we have a president who literally says sexist comments, racist comments, and always is lifting himself up to make himself look like he is perfect when he's not. and is not able to apologize to the human people of America for the loss that they have had to endure because of his mistakes. I can't understand how people could possibly want to vote for this man and have him back in office. I wish I could understand. I'm trying to understand. A lot of people are saying because he has done a lot for the economy. I had a business that was thriving before this pandemic, and I don't have it anymore. I'm back in school, trying to find a way to get back to the working environment. My husband's had difficulties as well. I have many families that have difficulty. A lot of people have had difficulty financially. I don't understand people could say that this economy is better when we have so many people who are unemployed. And you want to say it's just because of the coronavirus, but if he had handled it better, we wouldn't be in this situation, because there's many places in the world that are doing great. I mean, that are actually recovering, really. So I'm confused. I'm baffled. I can't understand it. I don't understand how people can listen to what comes out of his mouth and not be shocked. The things that he said are who he is. I can't understand it. So today is All Saints Day, and I'm going to pray. I'll be praying all day long for the soul of this nation, because we're fighting for humanity to survive. It's so critical right now. And if you cannot see that our country is at odds, if you cannot see that we are seriously, torn apart, divided is beyond that. We're like totally infected with hate, with despair, and most of all, there's so much confusion. And how can anyone possibly look at this situation and think that it's better than it was 4 years ago? How could they possibly? I can't understand. I'm baffled. I'm so confused. Anyway, I just wanted to say we only have a short time to vote. But there is a part of me that's worried that when I look at TV and I see how many people are completely confused and completely in denial, and they are voting for Donald Trump, I think to myself, I don't know for sure. I wish I knew for sure. Biden cares, Harris cares, the whole administration that actually is trying to make a difference. They really do care. They see that we are divided and hurting, and they're trying to build a better society. But yet, we have people who are just completely blinded. And I cannot truly say, I'm going into the next year thinking it's going to be okay. I pray to God that they will win and that we can have hope for the future. But I have to tell you, I'm really scared. Because the more I see this hatred, this confusion, these people who are completely ignorant about what's going on, and they're so completely blinded, it's almost like they're in a cult. And the more I see that, the more afraid I get, and the more concerned I am for our future, because they don't get it. They don't get it. And a lot of my people who are supporting Biden with me are saying, ignore them, delete them from your friends list, because they're not really your friends if they cannot understand the grief that we're going through. If they don't get it, then they're not really loving you and being a true friend. So, refuse them as friends on Facebook and Instagram, and don't deal with them. And I just can't give up hope that people who I thought had more common sense are actually ignorant to this. I just cannot, and I don't want to call them names. I don't want to insult them. But ignorance basically means you don't understand, that you don't have the understanding or compassion to understand a situation. So I'm really not being mean when I say that they're ignorant. I'm just being honest that they're obviously not looking at the facts. And if they are, if they truly do understand, I wish they could explain it to me, because I don't get it. We got 2 more days. I pray to God that it's going to end. This hatred, this sadness. I pray to God this new administration will bring us the peace and the unity that we so desperately need, and that we can build a better world. Hashtag boycott Trump supporters. Hashtag Biden and Harris 2020. Hashtag Black Lives Matter. If you like what I said, please give me a thumbs up and share my video. I'm going to keep trying to do this even after the election, because I believe that we're going to always need to have this same kind of conversation, reminding us that we got to be by each other's side, no matter what color, no matter what financial situation, no matter what sex, no matter what religion. Happy All Saints Day 2020. And remember, we can do better. We can build better. Have hope for the future. I'm going to try to.